Hi, welcome to Jen's Crafts and Cakes. The last video we made miniature cheesecakes. Now we're going to make dinner. They're called Porcupine Meatballs. So for Porcupine Meatballs, you're going to need 1 pound of hamburger. It doesn't matter if you want it 93%, 85%. You just need 1 pound. You're going to get a half a cup of uncooked long grain rice. A 1/4 cup of minced onion, a 3/4 teaspoon of kosher salt, or again, sea salt, an 1/8 teaspoon of black pepper. I'm going to go ahead and use 2 cans of tomato soup because we like ours with a little more sauce. But you can just use 1 can of tomato soup if you want. So here we go. Okay, so first you're going to take your pound of hamburger, and you can double everything if you have a bigger family. It's just me and my boyfriend, so the pound is perfect. You can add more seasonings than just what I mentioned. If you want garlic, if you want parsley, any of those items. You can add more onions. You can put less in. I'm going to use dry minced onions. There. Okay, the kosher salt. I need, well, the kosher salt, but I'm using the sea salt, and we need 3/4 teaspoon. So, let's see. We will go with 1/4 here. 1. I'm using 1/4, so I use 3 of these. 2. Oops. 3. So we have the onions and the salt. We're going to need 1 egg. Let's see. I'm going to add some black pepper. Okay, we'll go ahead and mix all this up. I'm just going to use my hands. Just my boyfriend and I, and my hands are clean. This, I guess, was an old Depression recipe. So I'm going to try it. There. And now we have to add our half a cup of uncooked long grain rice. It says it right on the package. Long grain rice. Okay, so we need a half a cup of this. You can use brown rice too if you want. That's up to you. Let's see. And then you're going to mix the rice in with the hamburger. And then we're going to make meatballs. You can make them whatever size you want. Oven set at 350. We will make meatballs. Then we will take the tomato soup and pour it over the meatballs. Let them cook, covered with foil for 30 minutes. And then we will uncover it for another 30 minutes. So let's get these meatballs made. Okay, so I ended up making 16 because I made little different sizes. Now I'm going to go ahead and get the tomato soup. Okay, so here's my first can. And here's my second can. Tomato soup. Now I'm going to get 2 cans of water to mix it. Okay, so here's 1 can of water. Here's the other can. I'm going to slightly mix it. And then we're going to pour it over the meatballs. And bake them for 30 minutes at 350 degrees. So now that the tomato soup is covering the meatballs, I'm going to cover. And put it in the oven for 300. Put it in the oven to bake at 350 for 30 minutes. There we go. We'll set the timer. Okay, I'm going to set the timer for 30 minutes. And we'll be back. Okay, so it's been 30 minutes. I'm going to shut off my timer and take out the meatballs, or the porcupine balls, from the oven. Okay. Okay, so let's see. It's only been 30 minutes, so we still have to put it back in the oven for another 30 minutes. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the foil off. We are now going to stick it back in the oven for another 30 minutes. You might probably want to get another pan and put it under it if you overfill it. So I'm going to go grab another pan. Okay, so I have another pan. I'm going to stick it underneath. I think it's because I used the 85% hamburger, so it's got that grease with it too. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and set my timer for 30 minutes. And we'll be back. Okay, so my beeper just went off on the oven. I'm going to go ahead and take the porcupine meatballs out. And here we go. It's almost like meatballs and soup. It's nice and hot. So I hope you enjoyed these recipes, and if you would like to see more, please subscribe.